Oh my gosh, I didn't get to do. I'm eating Skittles because this is just it's just hard out here for people. Like I ain't. It's just been a busy day, so Skittles is the way. Meanwhile, I promised. Shout out to my Instagram buddy, and I don't know her name. She's like, you know what I mean, like just Instagram fam. But she asked this question, and here's my observation. Now, let me just give you guys a little bit of credibility, like my credibility, because I mean, you just want to know who you're taking advice from. That's just good advice to take. Know who you're taking advice from. Like, why are they qualified? Now, here's the deal. So, I am Lakeisha Michelle. If you're not new, if you're new or, don't know who I am, and I have a cosmetology background. When I got out of cosmetology school, cosmetology was just so many things for me. It allowed me to learn how to, first of all, build myself up. Hey, guys. It allowed me to learn how to build myself up, and then it allowed me to I just learned I learned so much about myself. I learned about other people. I learned how to communicate. I learned how to decide what I want. I learned how to set goals. I learned how to motivate myself and motivate other people and become a leader in my small community. I literally radically and quickly changed my life. Now that's another story for another day on how that's important first, because everything else doesn't matter if you don't get that right. But anyway, so once I transformed my life, I'm my own best client, darling. Once I transformed my life, my director at beauty school, the director of beauty school was like, holy cow, what a 360. I want to nominate you to represent our school in this contest. So I win this contest. I'm going to tell you guys this in a fast way so you can get to the question. But I win this contest, and little did I know that, Nicholas French would be my mentor. Like, I just got to talking to his wife on the phone. Just a person who has influenced my life so positively. He's like the godfather of the hair industry, right? So I get all these amazing mentors. I'm working and underneath, learning from being a student to Ammon Carver, Christopher Benson, who is still winning NAHA awards. All these major people in the hair industry. I mean, we are having meetings. We're in meetings with Mary Rector, Behind the Chair magazine. If you don't know this, guys, Google the names and be about it, know about it, because the average person, I don't know. So anyway, so I'm privy to all these meetings and information that the average person wouldn't get, because a part of the reason of the contest that I won was we got to see the industry inside and out. So we sat in meetings where salon owners, all they did was vent about what they didn't do, what they should have did, and what they wish they could do, how many want to quit. I talked to so many salon owners, Black, white, Asian, so many, and I just learned firsthand the problem, and then I heard $1 million professionals giving them the solutions. Now, luckily, I had salon experience before that, so it was amazing to see what was actually going on in the field. And a lot of the meetings that I went to, $1 million salon and up, and so the other ones were just like local salon owners venting about their stuff. Now, I've also had experience as a salon manager. And I just became a student of business. The minute I realized I didn't know what the heck I was doing, I started a good studier. I'm a nerd. I'm very studious is the word. Even though it may not seem like it. I'm smart as all outdoors, right? So when I see something, I'm always looking for formulas and systems and why things work. I'm always looking for common denominators in successful stories so that I can apply it to myself. And then when it works for me, what happens is when you do something really well, everybody asks you, and then you share. If you have a formula, if you don't, whatever. But I believe you should always share. So that's just what I do. So anyway, I firsthand had salon manager experience, as well as was mentored by all of these great people who just show, like literally one of the seminars we went to, they gave us a book that shows you how to set your business up as a salon so you can exit as a millionaire. It had all the systems, it had all the templates, it had everything. Somebody's sending me some money right now, yeah. And so I say all that to say that I definitely have learned from, I've done things in the industry that people won't do. They've been in the industry for 20 years. How do I know that? Because everybody that was older than me kept coming up to me saying, you're doing things that I've been trying to do my entire career. So thank you, Jesus, for that. Anyway, fast forward to the question. The question is, should I go ahead and open up a salon? Well, the person says, I have a child. I got kids, and I got a full-time job, and I can't afford tuition. I can't pay for tuition right now. So if I just open up a salon and hire some people, what you think about that? And here's my thing. I never say what you can and can't do, because I don't know your ability. For people who send me questions, like, that's just not my job to say what you can and can't do. But if you have like a little bit of a stress level in your life at this moment of juggling like bills and all that kind of stuff, please believe a salon, unless you got credit and you're going to put everything on credit, which will still stress you out eventually if you don't have business acumen. I mean, these things it gets people in trouble. And I'm not saying this to the person who asked, but I'm just giving you guys scenarios. You see it all the time. People get so excited because they're like, oh, of course I can do this too, duh. And then they jump all in, but they don't know all the variables. And then managing a salon really has to do with leadership. And so there are several questions I have for you so that you can actually retain what you know, because you can Google everything and you still don't do nothing. But anyway, leadership skills. You have to understand that managing a salon of people, and if you can't manage yourself and your children or whatever, like, it's going to be hard and difficult to manage people. You're going to have expectations that they don't even know you have, and then things are going to just be miscommunicated. Like, you have to be a communicator. You have to have leadership skills. You have to be well diverse in personal development for yourself so that you can handle other people, because you're going to have stylists that come to you and you're putting a bunch of people together to work together, right? And you also have to understand systems, because if there's no system, then there's no flow. And when there's no flow, people gonna be talking trash, people gonna be messy. You gotta be able to develop a culture. You gotta be a leader, and you have to be willing to have late nights, early mornings. Like, it's not just hire stylists. They're stylists, they know what to do. The average stylist doesn't even know how to run a chair. Because stylists, side note to all my stylists who are watching, you have to know how to be a manager and a CEO. Even if you're running just a chair, you have to think like a CEO. Now, an entrepreneur is someone who has visions, and they are like Richard Branson. Tony Robbins has 31 companies, right? That's an entrepreneur. That's a serial entrepreneur, right? And it didn't start that way, but like, now that's his life. He just loves business. He's starting business. He loves, this is a thing, right? In my future, that's how I see myself. But for right now, I have to manage a company, okay? CEO style. People bring on CEOs to manage the vision and the mission of companies. Does this make sense, guys? I hope this makes sense. So that's what you have to think like, and you have to really be real with yourself and say, like, am I really a person that can manage people, that can understand how to communicate, so that you're setting up a standard? Like, you've got to be such a leader. I'm trying to think of another word, but it's really just, you got to be a leader, like a positive leader, and you've got to have a vision for what you are creating and what the environment is. So many stylists, salon owners have booth rental salons, and then they're trying to make people do things that you're supposed to do in like commission salons. Like, you've got to be clear on the business structure as well, the business model. And when people are interviewing to work with you, you've got to have them clear, so that you don't get mad at them or they get mad at you because you guys didn't discuss expectations. So it's not to deter you. It's just like, you really got to look at, what does this look like, And you know what I hate too? Like, a lot of salon owners I know now, they be getting mad when stuff break, when they got to buy stuff. Like, if your air conditioner go out, so like, you got to be like, what? That's a part of the business. So you have to also know that it's a business, and like, people are never going to do what you think they should be doing, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's a business. And so you got to really study business management. You got to study business systems. You got to study the business model of a successful $1 million salon. Like, don't set it up. Some people be like, well, I don't want to be, everybody don't want to be a millionaire. Okay, well, whatever you want to be, you still want to set your business up so that it can go, it has no ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to set and guys, trust me, I've started a lot of different projects and businesses, and I've just learned firsthand how business work. I learned how to command money. You got to learn how to command money, and I'm just getting started. Like, I'm nowhere near. I'm willing and excited and ready to break everything down that I've done just now because of what I know now. Like, you got to be that willing to stick it out and not be scared when there's no clients. And you got to understand that a lot of times people hire stylists, but the stylists don't have no customers. They're going to be mad because they don't have customers, so then they can't pay you booth rent. So you have to have a vision and a standard and a operating procedure handbook, okay? And you got to be willing to lead and inspire and set an environment that people want to come back to. I mean, and you got to be good with money, because you don't want to just spend all the money the salon make. You want to have a reserve to cover the monthly expenses of the business, so that you're not looking at the stylist crazy. If they miss one payment, you struggling. So it's just, these are the things that you must consider. And if you're saying, yes, I'm ready for it, yes, I'm ready for it, boom, go for it. Get the information. Take these words that I'm saying and go Google like a mofo. Do you understand how powerful Google is? Like, you can Google your way to everything, period, point blank. So I say all that to say that's the answer to the question. In my opinion, when people say, what do you think I should do? Like, I can't tell you what to do, but here's some things that you should consider. Your leadership skills, your personal development. Like, in your life, if you're stressed out, I would not start a business. If you just had a little infant baby, I would not, like, chill, like, wait, learn things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to really think about what it costs and make sure that you're willing. It takes total honesty about yourself. Am I cut out for this? Like, right now, I could open up a salon, and I've really been thinking about getting a few people and giving them a standard operating procedure. Here's the manual. Here's how we walk, talk, look, dress. Here's what we serve. Here's what you say when they walk in the door. Here's what you do from point A all the way till they walk out. Everything outlined. And there's a standard of excellence. I want to be the Gucci, the Louis Vuitton salon. I'm not trying to be, you know what I'm saying, no little knick-knack, tallywhack, tacky paper cup salon. Like, I can't. So, and that's just me. But I understand what it takes. It's not gonna be, oh, I hired some stylists, so now I can go be on the beach. No, because people will tear your stuff up, like, because they don't have the same vision as you. So your hiring process, even for your salon manager, there has to be somebody that understands your blueprint, your vision, and they're going to be carrying that out for you. And ultimately, you want to get it to where you don't have to be there every day. I mean, I would assume you want to build a business that can run without you at some point, even if it has to have you for the first 5 years. Your goal is to set everything up so that it doesn't have to have you going forward, like after the fact. So these are the things you must consider, and you really got to take you know how you go like this, put your hand to the wind. That's kind of old school, where you can kind of feel the wind blowing, see which way it's blowing. Anyway, you have to take your pulse. How about that? That's more relatable. Take your pulse and see, like, am I really business savvy? If not, before jumping into it, go and get like a sheet of paper and write out all your ideas. Write out what is the vision of the salon. And then I'm not where y'all at? Okay, I'm at a red light. Let me look. Hey girl, hey Tamika, hey, what's up, Daphne, Colleen, Adrian? I'm not trying to be a little knick-knack, paddywhack, LOL. I mean, I'm not. That's just me, you know. It's gotta be divas, like, it's gotta be the bomb. So, but I know that because I know the vision. And so it goes back to, I'm smacking, it's gonna be ghetto. What is the vision? Like, if you want to open up a salon, first get really extremely clear. Like, I can tell you what kind of mirrors I want, what kind of chairs. I can tell you what kind of music is going to play. I can tell you how the stations are going to be set up. I can tell you about where the ring light and stuff going to be. I can tell you about how the space is going to be multi-purpose. Like, I can tell you all that. It's so, I've written it out. It's so clear. I can see a picture of all the details. You will naturally bring everything to life because you're just so freaking clear. It's just a matter of, what do I get first? What do I get later? What do I plan for? When did this happen? Where is this? And you start bringing it into your reality because you're just freaking clear AF. So, I hope that helped. Tell me if it helped. Like, write a comment below. You can ask me any more questions at LakeishaMichelle.com. I get all the messages. I love to see what you guys are saying. And, yeah. I would consider the CEO stylist getting your business model laid out and learning how to build clientele, because even if you start a salon, you want everybody to know about your business. Like, you gotta, it's not just up to the stylist, because some people, now smart people, I noticed in LA, the few big name salons that actually do good hair, they went and got stylists who were popular online. So that helped their business and their brand, because they only hire, even though it's booth rental, they only like brought in people that had people, so they didn't have to work so hard. But most people are starting their salons, and yoke stylists ain't got no clients. You too busy doing something else, thinking that they supposed to do the thing, but that's not how it's supposed to go. You have to have a marketing plan to get people in the door, because you want them to be working. You know what I'm saying? So, and oh Lord, don't get me started on commission. And people starting up commissions and they have no clue. I get this email a lot about commission salons. I learned about commission from the white people. I'm not trying to be funny. This is not racist, but it is. Like, it's about, I mean, like, I'm black. It wasn't no white people growing up around me. And actually, that's a lie, because I was only in classes with white people. But God do everything for a reason. That's why I wasn't uncomfortable when I be with them. What I'm saying is, there was no other black people around, okay? But, so I never understood commission. But actually, commission is fabulous. If you making $2,000 a week, or you doing $4,000 a week, which is very possible. Some people are like, oh my God, what? Yeah, you can do $3,000-$4,000 easy. It's all about consistency and visibility. Boom. But when you're doing that and you have a 60-40 or a 50-50, some of these salons doing some old kind of like little old tink commission deals. I just can't. Like, I remember when Matrix wanted me to be the educator for their company, but I had to start at JCPenney's. And I did it for a little. I was like, I just can't. Like 70-30, I'm getting 30%, and I'm like the bum style, like, no, boo. And I couldn't do my own stuff, and I always wanted to do my own stuff. So I was like, well, no, I've worked with you guys so long, and I can call Nicholas French and go to his house if I need something, or I can go to pay for a hair class. Like, I'm totally okay with paying for any type of hair class, going to any type of. I pay for hair classes left and right. So. Anyway, that's another story. Moral of the story is this. I think I already gave it to you guys. You need to know thyself. That's the first rule. Because a lot of times people act like God told them to do something. God ain't told you nothing, honey. You just got excited. Okay? You just got excited. Like, you got to think like a nail shop. Like, nail shops always open. Like, even recently, I was going to go to this tax person. I went to their office. Their office was sloppy. Done. No. You're not touching my taxes with your office looking this goddamn sloppy. Like, no. Those rooms are cute. It's a no. Because it's like, oh, is that how you're going to handle my pay? Like, everything matters. So you have to have a vision on your standard of appearance. You have to know, like, how are you going to answer the phone? Like, everything matters. How are you going to build the brand? And right now, video is it. If you're not doing video and you're in the salon, like, I don't even understand, like, what you're doing in your life. So, honey, maybe I need to do that boot camp, because videos is what got me booked while, like literally, I was out of town and people just calling. And online booking. Matter of fact, if you're not doing online booking, I do have a webinar on Monday at 7 p.m. Go to LakeishaMichelle.com. You'll see the link for the webinar. And you need to have a system. And I'm going to tell you guys the exact system that I use, how I list my products, what kind of pricing, all of that. This webinar, you can ask me anything about pricing, online booking, getting booked while you sleep. Like, there's no way you should not be getting booked while you sleep in 2018. So, I'm going to see y'all there on Monday at 7 p.m. If you can't take it live, you get the replay. And the class is yours to keep. It's a one-time investment of $47. That's beyond low. And the funny thing is, my mentor was like, what is with you and the prices? Because that's a low cost versus what that teaches them. Like, that's a skill. I said, I know. One day I'm gonna be like the Louis Vuitton store. But I understand, like, a lot of times people that's trying to learn that information, like, you are building. And so I like keeping the price there, because you know what? You need to take several classes over and over and over. Do you know how many things I've taken and paid for? And literally, I needed to hear it 100 different ways in order for it to stick into my blood, to my brain, so I can actually do. And so that's why you need to take classes all the time. Classes inspire you, classes motivate you. You need people that are trying to do the same thing that you're doing. Most people don't have community. Like, if your community, like, if you think about, no shade to my family, if y'all watching, I love y'all. But like, an average conversation talking to certain family members is, I don't got no money, I'm broke till Friday, so-and-so, this and that, oh, I'm tired, oh, I'm hurt, it's like, oh God, it's just, if that's your average environment, and you love your family, you don't diss them like they ain't whatever, But if you're trying to go to another level so you can pull your family up, you got to put yourself around other people. That's why I just up and go wherever I need to go and be. And so with that being said, a lot of times people don't have somewhere they can go and be. So that's why these online classes are necessary. Period, point blank. It is. It is. It is. It is. So you guys need to be on this webinar if you are not online booking. Oh my God. Don't be embarrassed. Just get on this class so you can get it done. As a result of this webinar, you will walk away with the online booking plan, your pricing. You will feel good about it. You will have affirmations to back it up. So when you start doubting yourself, you will have, even if you don't have a website, I'm going to show you guys how to make the online booking the website so that it just all works. So you want your customers to be able to go to your online booking and be so fired up about the fact that they know, like, you gave them so much information. They feel so supported. They just feel like, wow, she's a professional. Let me tell you, if you're having a problem right now with your clients being cheap AF, get in this class, because it's time out for that. We attract what we are, first of all. So you got to look and see where am I being this cheap at? You know what I'm saying? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Make it light, make it light, make it light, make it light. Ah, who else do that? Just try to make it light. Please don't send me a ticket, people. Please send me a ticket. So anyway, moral of the story is leadership, business acumen. You need to know how to manage things. Study business management. Go to YouTube and just start studying business management. Start studying operating procedures. Start studying systems. Like, it may be foreign to you. I try to teach what I've learned and implemented and gotten results from. Because it's one thing, like, you don't want to hire no coach, nobody that just started. They woke up yesterday, they say, I'm going to change your life. Like, I actually, you could hire them, but I would rather take the person who, like, in the streets doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like going to beauty school, and the teachers in beauty school ain't never been in no real deal situation. So they telling you stories of what they heard, which is cool. That works. Okay, that works. But in the meantime, I want a person who's been in the streets, hitting it, grinding, understanding what the real deal is. You know what I'm saying? Okay, y'all, I'm over here. I'm finna probably give me some tacos. Ooh, I just got excited. Oh my, I'm so excited. I'm finna send my mama. Let me not tell my location. It don't even matter. But anyway, listen, guys. Moral of the story is, get your life. Oh, and this, do you know what my friend told me? I'm extreme. He said, because I told him he's just super extreme. He's just so outrageous, I can't even deal. Right? And so he told me, he was like, you're bald headed. You're loud. He was like, your nails cost $250. He was like, if you ain't extreme, I was like, well, I don't consider these things extreme. Do you guys think that I'm extreme? He was like, you just yell and you just clap your hands and go ahead. I was like, oh, I was so embarrassed when I heard these things. But maybe he's right. But I don't consider this extreme. So, I mean, shaving your hair is not extreme. I didn't think so, but he thought so. I thought that was really funny. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm extreme? I don't know. It's just when I'm passionate, I be trying to tell y'all stuff. And so I just get a little fiery, that's all. Hey, Lamaze. Sometimes the family members can drain you. Yes, honey. And I don't let it. You can't let it. You got to love your family where they are and tell them you'll be back. I'll be back. And you got to learn when they start going there, redirect the conversation, uplift it, change the subject, turn the TV up, or just freaking leave. Be done. Vamonos. Out of here. I'm not trying to be no, oh, you laughing. Adrian, you cracking up. Big you. I love your authenticity. Thank you, Tamika. Tamika, girl, your video was fabulous, honey. I said, look at this energy, honey. Look at this background. She just glowing, girl. I was like, yes. I was loving it. I was just like, she got an intro and stuff. Your intro, it moved. Like, you had on, you had the Ken, what in the world? Oh, that's his car. Wow, sound like that. You had the Ken's Burns on. You could just like leave it as a standstill picture and then add a transition so we can see the full totality of the beautifulness that is your intro card. But yeah, I mean, like, in general, I was just your energy was amazing. And the whole thing is that's what people love. Like, I don't want to watch no video of somebody looking like a bump on the loud, dirty camera, dark and dreary house. You had a bright video. It was fabulous. I loved it. Anyway, so guys, The whole thing about starting any business is understanding what you're getting into. Okay, getting into systems, you're getting into business models, you're getting into money management, people management, time management. You're getting into all of these things. And I will tell you this, guys, I've questioned myself so many times. So it's not like I'm some perfect business person. I'm telling y'all because I feel like nobody ain't saying it in the ghetto terms so everybody can understand it, because you got all these people jumping into businesses and thinking that they are a failure. So let's go ahead and check this lie from the devil. You are not your business, like the thing, while you are a business. You're not the business failing or succeeding doesn't make your value level go up and down. You the bomb whether the business fails or not. And so when you start understanding that and detaching yourself from these things and these stories and these events that happen to you, you will actually see that everything is happening for you, and you'll be able to get the lesson and pull yourself out of the dark and dirt when you feel like, oh man, I royally effed up. Meanwhile, like, I've done this long enough to where I'm like, okay, life is so short. Do you know within the last 24 hours, it hasn't even been 24 hours, I lost 2 people. One I was really close to when I was growing up. And I just was like, whoa. Last night, getting that call, it's like every time my phone rang last night, my heart beat so fast, because I was like, oh my God, it was the reality of loved ones struggling was so strong. I didn't know who was about to, every time the phone rang, I'm like, oh my God, I can't take another person. Oh my gosh. And it's like, that's how quick you'll be gone from this earth. And so it's like, what else would you be doing besides the thing? Like, if all the other stuff, like, do the thing that you want to do, because you have no guarantee. All this, I'm gonna go be whatever when I learn how to, what are you talking? Just go for that and be willing to be broke, be willing to start over. Like, I am strongly considering starting completely over to do something completely different. Well, it's not completely different, but like, because I just don't care. Like, I'm cool with starting over. I'm cool with, first of all, I built it up, I can build it again. Done that. The popos. About to go down on here. What's going on? Child, stay in your house, honey. I'm so nosy. Oh, I'm nosy. Oh, I should go back driving, but the police was looking at me. Okay, what was I saying? I just got distracted. Sorry, guys. Let's see what's going on. I got to know what the neighbors is going through. This, I can't. I need to see. So I know y'all knows it like me. Don't be acting like y'all wouldn't stop to see the police got their beat stick out. I'm trying to see who about to get beat. Lord have mercy. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, starting over. Be okay with starting over. And you be okay with losing money. Be okay with being broke for a minute. Be okay with, and broke is relative. Like, I mean, not for me anyway. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you don't, because I'm just rambling at this point. Just be okay. And understand that if you did it before, you could do it again. But in the meantime, only do what you freaking want. Do the highest version, big picture thing. Don't be making up stuff. Don't be like trying to do. Just don't do it. And if you haven't got on the webinar, guys, I just had a whole class about this with my friend. So I created a 6-figure business. She created a 7-figure business. And it's not about the money, but it's like everybody wants these things that they want to do in their life. And so it's like, how do I step into the highest version of me so that I can make everything else command and do what I say? This webinar was off the chain. We gave you 7 steps to unleashing the true version of you, because I don't know about you guys, but I was told that I was too everything, too loud, too your butt in the way. You know what? You Jezebel with them nails. You can't sing R&B. You're going to go to hell. Like, I mean, just everything I'm good at. There was a reason why I couldn't do it. And so even this, people, even my family now, every time I see my mom, and my mama got dementia, so I let her make it. Daddy, on the other hand, like, why are you bald? They just act so dramatic about it. And I'm just like, guys, it's hair. Like, who cares? Who cares, right? But the whole thing is like, why would you spend your life doing something that you don't want to do? And listen, there are times where you're going to do something that you don't want to do, but that has to have an end date. So like, even when I worked at racetrack cleaning toilets, I knew that wasn't my future, but I knew I needed that money to invest in my future. Hello? Do y'all understand what I'm saying? So I'm not saying quit your job tomorrow and be a starving artist. That's not what I'm saying. You want to build a future around your art, and you have to know the vision. Most people are dangling and struggling and flip-flopping because they have absolutely no vision mapped out. Okay, let me block this person. Let me block this person. Okay, so boom, you're blocked. So anyway, I just hit a person. You know, you just get haters. It must be I'm really just popping right now. Meanwhile, I need the head. Oh, hear that. You need to hear that. It has to be an end date. Like mapping it out and having a plan. Exactly. Because if you don't, and people take that lightly because it's every black person I know the scripture. Without a vision, people perish. Everybody know, as a man thinketh, so is he. But ain't nobody willing. I think it's just too common. So you go, well, what else should I be doing? Like, what else should I be doing? And it's like, if you haven't got the vision, you're going to wake up and do something every day, and it has nothing to do with why you're here. And God has a sense of humor. He put why you're here in your heart, in your mind, and it's your job to figure it out. It's your job to be uniquely you. It's your job to be able to know thyself. And you don't do that unless you're intentional about it. And so I feel like for my community, it's just not talked about enough. But if you look at people that have accomplished things, it's because they were super freaking clear. Now, don't make the mistake that I made. I always say 6-figure failure. Like that came to me one day when I was doing my journal, because I wasn't born to be a 6-figure person. I was born to be a multi-millionaire. And today somebody called me a billionaire. I said, yes, I received that. I have to get the faith. I have to get the faith up. But I'm like multiple, double, triple digit millionaire. That's what I'm born to be, right? And so 6 figures is exciting for somebody. It's exciting. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. I'm thanking God. But at the end of the day, I didn't go hard as I could. Like, you start out as a millionaire. You don't have, it's not faking it. You do the thing that the millionaire would do. You call yourself the millionaire. You speak millions. You don't speak. I started speaking $500, $700. Oh God, $1,000. I was so scary. Like, I just think about how so scary. And so it's like, there are times, guys, where you could be living and watching this video right now and going, holy crap, I need to rethink my vision. Or I don't have one, and at least I'm doing okay, but I need to go and create one. And you get to design the life that you love. I truly believe that. That's what the CEO Stylist is all about. It's about designing your life and business. And I mean, your business is a freaking tool. Like, it's a vehicle. Sales is a vehicle to help more people. If you don't get into things that if I feel that I have a formula and I know that I'm getting results and I see other people struggling, it's a disservice if I don't be loud and say, hey, would you like to invest and learn how I'm achieving this so you can apply it to your life and do? It's what you're here for. What did Jesus do? He went on a marketing campaign. He walked around and he literally talked to people. So that's what you got to do. Meanwhile, it ain't going to start if you don't start. And it starts with a vision. Like, God gave, like, Jesus knew his purpose. So all these other people, just go pick somebody. You don't love Jesus? I do. Go pick somebody else. They knew their purpose, okay? And it wasn't like a Googleable purpose. It wasn't like, I found my purpose. It's like you just knew something inside of you said go. Something inside of you said speak. Something inside of you said write. Something inside of you said do hair right now. Something inside of you said do makeup. Something inside of you said start a lash brand. Something inside of you said it. Now, you got to do the due diligence. That was a lot. You got to do the due diligence. You have to, period. You just have to. And if you don't, you're going to find yourself frustrated because the vision is not clear, and it must be clear. And you will find yourself, if you're watching this video right now, if you're triggered by this, then it's probably because you got to revisit your vision. If you feel pulled to this conversation, it's because, like I feel like I'm on a hamster wheel. I'm burning out. I don't see results. I keep attracting an eviction notice. I keep attracting, bad relationships. I keep attracting, empty bank accounts. Something is energetically happening. And so all you have to do is create that vision, shift your energy, keep yourself in that state. And that's the class that we taught last night. And guys, watch the free webinar, 7 steps. Go to lakeishmichelle.com. Wait, where is this webinar? type webinar below this video. Because when I get in my mama house, I can just give y'all the link like right now when I get in my mama house. But, because I don't know what that is. Or just go message me at LakeishaMichelle.com. I'll give it to you. Just say, give me the webinar. Be proactive. Be proactive so you get it. But I loved last night and just sitting with Regan and going over the 7 steps with our members, because I know that this stuff is like massive and it's what people skip. We skip it. And again, I keep telling you guys, you think about people dying like why would you live your life doing something permanently? Like I get sad with my family because they like a lot of my family members go to the same little dinky dink church. Ain't gonna call their name, but everybody keeps saying the same thing since I was a kid, and nobody's doing anything different, but they're saying something, and so they mouth and they feet don't match. And it's interesting because they teach all of this stuff, but they just don't do it because fear. Something has happened within each of them that's different, and and somebody said they couldn't do it. Somebody told them no too many times. Somebody died and they got discouraged. Like all these things happen. Life happens to us, and we either gonna step up, rise above, and we're gonna thrive. Guys, when you understand your vision and it's so crystal clear and it's like descriptive, like if you close your eyes and you can see it and you look at the paper, as you start to read it, your mind begins to think of resources and people that you know. Like you gotta be that descriptive about your vision, right? You do. You just have to. So I'm just talking about like 3 things. Okay, so this video started off for the hairstylist. But I'm gonna tell you guys about that webinar. So go to LakeishaMichelle.com, leave me an email that says webinar, or leave it below this link. It's gonna require you to do some work. Oh my God. So do that. Or if you want to come to the class on Monday, which is a class all about online booking pricing, it's a master class. I'm going deep. I'm giving you guys a template to outline your prices. We're gonna have affirmations for you guys so that you can like get over quoting your new prices, because it is what it is. Okay, so feeling good about it and being an energetic match for it so that you don't keep seeing the same whack customers, right? Understanding what you need to put on your website, on your online booking site, turning your online booking links into a website until you get a regular website, so you don't have to have a regular website. And you don't need to be super tech savvy, like releasing all the energy around that. I've been doing this for so long and my clients need me to book it for them, or the fear of I'm gonna have clients backed up because I don't know how to list the services so that the salon flows properly. All of these things matter, and we're gonna cover it in the masterclass on this coming Monday, June something. Today's the 15th, 14th. Is today the 15th? On June 19th, or I think it's June 18th. Anyway, it's Monday, so today is Friday. And it's going to be at 7 p.m. Central. If you can't watch it live, you can get the replay. And what else? It's at LakeishaMichelle.com. That's it. Just click the link at LakeishaMichelle.com and you will see that it's there and available for you. And boom, thank you, girl. I love y'all, man. Y'all be having my back. Like, it's there and available. And I'm just really passionate about showing you guys like that. You just got to, once I sign up today for the class, will the training be available for me? Yep. So this training is yours forever, 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 forever. Literally, you're going to be able to download it and keep it. My mentor was like, stop letting people download your videos. I was like, if they're going to steal it, they're going to steal it anyway. How about that? And guess what? Even whoever steal it, they're going to be like, you know what? Let me call her. Let me just hire her and stop trying to figure it out. I don't believe that there's a limited situation, so I'm not scared. Because guess what? Got to do more harm than I can ever do to people that steal. Okay? Can't be worried about that. But in the meantime, in between time, that is all, guys. LakeishaMichelle.com if you have any questions about anything that I mentioned. And I'm more than happy to answer them. I love when you guys send me messages. And I love when you comment below this video. So let me know what you guys think about this topic that we talked about today. Sorry I don't have good tea for life on for you guys today because it was just a busy morning. Why every time I come to my dad's house is boxes from Amazon? I want to know. And what are you cooking? I don't think it's enough to eat. It ain't enough for me. Oh, that's nice though. I'll take a little tester piece.
A little tester piece? See if it's good.
They come in a tester piece. When you come to your dad's and there's food on the stove, oh yeah. Bye, guys.